Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted Reviews. I'm Freebie Wits, your host, and last week I had a look at Death Road to Canada, the best 2D zombie-based game I've ever played. And this week, well, I'm taking a look at the best 3D zombie-based game I've ever played, Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. Now, besides being 3D, the other way it's different from Death Road to Canada is the fact that it's, well, you play from the perspective of the titular Stubbs the Zombie. Now, right off the bat, you can probably tell it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's set in a futuristic 70s kind of world, or at least a 70s idea of what the future would be like, complete with robots and hovercars. Stubbs the Zombie, that's you, has the ability to attack people normally by flailing his hands around, clawing at them, and of course eating their brains. Now, based on this brain-eating ability, which is kind of like an execution/finishing move that also heals you and recharges some of your abilities, I'm going to say it now. Doom 2016 owes its existence to this game. You see all those execution moves? Gets your health back. You're a brutal killer without any remorse. And of course, the more you kill, the better you get at it. It's fantastic. Now, it's not as fast-paced as Doom, and the perspectives are a bit different, but I would like to say, on the record, Stubbs the Zombie was Doom 2016 before Doom was Doom 2016. Now, hot takes aside, you are Stubbs the Zombie. Every time you attack and kill an enemy, they become another zombie. Eventually, after you kill enough enemies or civilians and such like that, you'll have a zombie horde on your hands, and it's one of those weird games where it gets easier in the stage as you go. I mean, it applies to a lot of RPGs. The higher level you get, the easier things are. It's pretty much like that for Stubbs the Zombie. To a certain degree, some enemies are just really that hard, but let's ignore that for now. Point is, by the end of each level, you should have a venerable army of zombies. Or is it veritable? I've got to look it up later. Anyways, I should point out the version I'm playing is the PC version, a remaster of the Xbox, the original black and green box. And back then, I played it with my friend in one afternoon. We just finished the entire game in co-op. That's right, this game has co-op, not just any co-op, local co-op, and you can both be zombies. It's fantastic. As Stubbs the Zombies, you're not just limited to attacking people with your arms and flailing around and eating their brains. No. You also have the ability to grab your spleen and throw it like a grenade. You have the ability to detach your left arm and throw it at people and possess them. So if you don't have a gun and you want to use a gun, you can throw it at a guy who has a gun and, possess/use them while they have the gun. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Oh, also, you can fart and stun everyone near you when you do so. Yeah, you can probably tell this game does not take itself seriously, much like Death Road to Canada, which is where more of the comparisons come in. Unlike Death Road to Canada, however, the game isn't really randomized. It's not a roguelike, it's an episodic level-by-level sort of game. So anything you do in one level doesn't really carry on to the next, except for unlocking abilities, I suppose. Now, enemy varieties aren't really that exciting, they're just people and such like that. So you've got the normal civilians, you've got scientists that don't do much except try to flail around/punch you. You've got the cops with guns, you've got SWAT teams with shields and helmets. You eventually move on to the freaking army and such like that, and you still kick their asses. Now, beyond the whole, mounting tensions of like people you gotta fight, the game actually does give you a bit more variety. It has little segments here and there. Now, while one game, Call of Duty and such might give you the dirt section, this game, however, gives you the dance section. And my goodness, is it a breath of fresh air/insane, and then eventually you kind of get tired of it, because I didn't play a zombie game just to play a memory puzzle game. It's not really my jam. Like, it's fun and interesting for the first couple rounds or so where it's easy, but then, well, like I said, I didn't really sign up for a dancing memory game. I just want to eat brains and make a horde of zombies. So take that as you will. Do I recommend this game? Absolutely. Are zombie games played out? And, well, yes, but you're not playing from the perspective of a survivor gunning down hordes of zombies. You're playing as the zombies, so give it a go. It might be a breath of fresh air, and I'm surprised not more games do this sort of thing, where you're playing a single character who then makes an army. Mount and Blade does it, and I absolutely love it, even though you make your armies in different ways there. Overlord kind of does it, but it's more of a strategy RTS sort of dealio. Stubbs the Zombie is more of a casual romp in the horde-based I have an army of guys helping me out sort of game. So yes, pick it up if you can. Is it worth the full price? It's a bit of an old game by now, you can probably tell by looking at it. But if you don't really care about graphics, and in this case I definitely do not, it still looks good for its age, I say pick it up. It's very much well worth it. Anyways, my name is Freebiewits, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.